Hi everyone, welcome back to Plum Mashable. So for this week's decoration, I'm going to be using some bits from my Oggy Bear Ocean subscription box. So let's go ahead and jump in. Alright, so this week I'm going to be using all the bits from the Oggy Bear kit. Now I'm going to link this down below. This is the Under the Sea one. And all I'm going to do, I've done a video of it, sorry I should have said that. So I'll link that down below for you so you can go and check it out. But I'm just going to lay everything I've got just up around me. Now might not be able to see all of this on camera, but I'm just going to have it all laid out so that I roughly know what I've got to work with. Because I'm not going to, this is obviously not just a kit, it's more than a kit. It's got a bit of everything. Now I'm going to use only stuff from the kit except for one thing. I'm going to pull in 2 other washi tapes, and that's only because the washi tape I got was this orange one, which is fine, it's not a bad thing, and in fact I may use it just a little bit to kind of match in with the Nemo, but I just feel like I need another washi tape in here as well. So I've got these 2, these are both whale ones. This one's from Spotlight and this one I think was from Shiamagi, but I really like this one. So I'm going to start off with that washi I think, and I obviously need to cover up my green boo-boos from last week. But I am going to use the kind of kit one. Oh, the only other thing I need to bring in is some numbers. So I've just grabbed these little blue ones. These are also from Coral Collective, who I've made my whales with embellishments. But they've got some gold foil to them, and then so does these. So they'll kind of match in together. This is the first time I've ever tried really matching a bunch of stuff that has the same theme but has all from different places. So I think I will start with some boxes. So this is actually a Hobonichi kit, but I want to use it in here. So I've got to just keep swimming. Actually, wait, we might go with the washi tape first. What I want to do is I want to cut this because I want this to be thin. I want it to be really, really thin. So just grabbing my trimmer. What I want to do is stick this down, whoops, so that it's right on the edge of my guide, and that way, whenever I cut it, so I'm obviously going to cut more than one strip here, and I've done this longer on purpose so that I can trim off the excess. So every time I stick this down, if I just match it up to the end of the guide, it'll always be the same width. Okay, so I'm gonna put, this is how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put the blue whales at the top. I love this washi. I'm gonna put the blue whales at the top and then put the line of orange underneath it. And I'm going to put these whales at the bottom and put the line of orange on top of it. Now this washi tape is not my favourite. It's not my favourite because it's a little bit sticky, but we'll make it work. But it's going to be smaller obviously because because the line at the bottom is a bit smaller than the line at the top. So I'm going to put the orange washi down on the top. So on top of the line, sorry. And then I'll put the whales in below it, and then I'll just cut off all the excess. There we go. It does have a little bit of residue on it, so I'm just rubbing that off with my finger. And I'm just going to flip it over and do a very similar thing on the other side. Okay, so I cut a little bit off the top of the right hand side page just because it was sitting up a little higher than I wanted it to, and that's just an anomaly of the page, so it's no big deal. I really like that orange. I didn't think I would, but I really do. So for the days, I'm going to use the days from the Hobo kit, like I said. So these are going to be really easy. These are just going to get stuck down over the top of the ones that are already here. So thankfully I don't have to wipe these out, but if I do, I'll just do that. That's not hard. And I'm just leaving a tinsy little bit of white between the washi on the top and the Monday. And then I'll come in with these gold numbers with 6. I'm just working out where I want to put them. So I'm going to stick them on this end. And the only thing you ever have to worry about is Wednesday because it's such a long day. So I never know whether to put these right on the sticker or have it sitting off to the side. So I'm just going to leave it there for a second and put Wednesday down. So I do like them to line up at least a little bit. So I'll stick Wednesday down. It'll be the 8th. I think if I line them all up so that they are on the sticker a little bit, but not completely, I think that'll work. So I'm just grabbing my ruler that sits on the side of my mat here. So I'm just lining this up. I'm actually going to grab a tinsy bit of washi. I will say, this orange washi may not be my favourite colour ever, but I really do love it. It's a beautiful smooth washi. I'm just going to move the ruler to be rough, like along that line, and then I can line that up. So they'll all be the same, in the same spot. So I'm going to go ahead and stick all of these down and I'll be right back. Let's start working out where we're going to put some boxes and some deco. So I think I'll skip using these ones just for today and just go with these 2 boxes, and then maybe the turtle. I'm trying to keep to the under the sea stuff, so the other stuff here is fine. I'm just going to try and stay the really under the sea kind of thing. So I want to just keep swimming. And I want that here so I can try and cover up my mess, because I did make a bit of a mess last week. So I'm just working out roughly. I'm just using this to kind of guide me a little bit. I want this in the center of the page. And I'm usually not particularly careful with these things, but I just feel like today I kind of want to be. So very, very close if it's not exactly in the center. So it's going to go there, and then I'll work out, yeah, that's straight. I'll work out ways to put the other ones in later. Let's cover up the rest of the green, sorry, up later. And then I'll do the same thing over here. So I'll find that 7.5, just roughly. This one's going to go in the middle. Go in the middle because I'm going to have the other turtle on this page, sorry. So 7.5 is roughly there. Wow, never got them straight that quickly before. There's also the Reach for the Stars one that I'm going to use as well. So the turtle's going to come over here and come up in this top corner. So this is fun, mixing and matching and doing bits and different bits from different kits. Ah, that rhymes. Sorry, I laugh at my own stupidity sometimes. But I kind of like it. I think it's a cool way to do it. And then I'll add in, so to pull this kit in with it, I'm going to add in this one here over the bits and pieces. Put the blue one. I'm just going to wipe that out because this is going to end up being my Happy Mail list. Which there shouldn't be any Happy Mail considering how much Happy Mail I've gotten in the last couple of days. So. Quite the right spot. Okay. And then I remember seeing an icon somewhere that had Happy Mail there. So I'm gonna grab this little one here. It's technically a stickery Happy Mail one, but it's the same thing. Okay. Alright, so now I'm trying to think of how I want to do my flipper before I kind of keep going, because I'm going to add in a die cut. I'm going to add in some of these. I want to have the manta swimming up like that, and I'm going to add in some of the whales. I'm going to try and use at least a couple of stickers from every kit. Oh damn it, I should have done that. Hold on, let's see if we can rescue these. Oh wow, they come off like a dream. So the one at the bottom here is from Planner Goddess Studio, and that came up with just no problem at all. And if I can get my fingers under this one from Pretty Planner Studio, it's gonna come off. It's just done a little bit of damage to the sticker, but that's okay. It's just gone down on the floor. Sticker's still fine, it's just done a bit of damage. So I'm just going to bring in that Happy Mail instead from Lime and Water. And it's just so I can try and use something from every store. I'm pretty sure I'll still try and use that whale. I love that whale. I have seen that whale before, and she is a friendly whale. And that's the other reason why I'm trying to use all the turtles and the crabs and stuff, because we do have a lot of whales on here. Alright, because I love the way the washi's looking, I'm going to do a very simple flipper, just using the washi tape. You guys have seen me do this before, so it's not a particularly new concept, but I'm just going to have a play with it. So, I'm going to punch, no I won't, I'll punch the holes later. So I'm just going to have a run of all the washies. I'm going to go, I want to do something, go different, so we're going to do the diagonal. So, this washi and I do not get along. It's a beautiful washi, but it's just, ugh. Anyway, so I'm just going to go straight down the diagonal on all of these. And then all I'm going to do, whoops. I know I've left an awful lot there, but I've done that on purpose because it's a horrible washi tape. I'm going to add in the really skinny lines of orange in between. And I'm just looking, just to make this a little bit easy. No, it's not the same orange. I was going to try and make it a bit easier on myself and just add in the washi in a different, with that skinny washi instead. But I don't have the right washi. It's not the right shade. So I'm going to do the same width as I did before, and that's just mainly so I can keep it consistent. I would really love the super, super thin, actually. I'm just going to give this a shot. So this is the super, super thin. I might be able to pull that off. So I'm going to use the bit that I left off before, because I have got a fair lot of it, but I've got a little bit. And just use that, and then I'll come back with the other bit that I just cut. And it's just stacking it up one by one, over and over and over again, till we get the pattern. So I'll just get out an old friend. This is my tab punch board. Now, if you were watching really closely, you would have noticed that I was left with the little annoying corner bit. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to round it off, and then it doesn't matter. So you never tell that it was actually left over. And then on this side, I'm just going to do the side tabs, and I'm just going to have just the whatever the standard size is. So I'm not measuring them or anything. Oh no! Oh no! Whew. Oh, I thought I did that on the wrong side, but I didn't. It's all good. We can calm down. I think that looks really cool. I think that looks really cool. And then on the back, I think I'm just going to leave it. I'll just add some decorative little bits and pieces on there. So I'm just going to go ahead and oh! I can use these. I can use these. So I'm going to have under the C on the top. Is it going to be this like stretch right the way along? No, it's going to be a little bit too small. But I think it will still work. I probably could have done it a little bit thinner because of this. But anyway, I'll cover that up in a second with another sticker and you'll never notice. So I'm going to punch the holes first, so that way I know where I'm going. And then I'm just going to write my footy details in. I'm just going to do that really fast, and I'll be right back. had to do a little bit of sticker surgery there because I, as per normal, left too much room at the top and forgot about having to fit in all the things at the bottom. I'm not that bright, but that's my fault, so I dealt with it. And I just cut a little bit off the top and the bottom so I didn't have to completely kill the birds at the bottom, the animals at the bottom. So I'm just going to add in just another sticker there. And I'll add in another one in a minute because I want to, actually this one's kind of gone all cute on the back, so we'll stay all cute on the back. We'll add in one of these cuties from the Cuddly Turtle. So I've got some from Sinister Designs there as well. Sinister Designs, I'll get it out. I'll put this little puffer fish because there's a little puffer fish here, so they kind of go together. Oh my god, that is so cute. Alright. So we need to bring in all the cutes now. So I'm going to add in this box here from the Cuddly Turtle and have this in the corner. Where's my other page? There it is. Whoops, washi. Oh, I was going to put that, wasn't it? Oh well. I might leave that off and keep it for myself later because I have used some stuff, I think. So I'm going to put, I want this manta ray in because he's gorgeous. And I'll put in a couple of the whales from the Coral Collective as well. Plus this manta is going to do a great job of hiding some of my mess from last time. Oops. Alright, and then I'm going to put in a couple of the whales, or maybe just one of the whales from Hop to It. There. I'm going to use one of these bubbles. Wow, I'm not using my tweezers. Use a couple of the bubbles. Oh wow, I didn't even realise that Walker had a baby. So we'll use the orca. Come on. Tweezers. That's why we have them. Can't get my non-existent fingernails anywhere. Fine. I need something for Tuesday, so we'll get another. Use one of the gold whales over this side. Use a southern right whale on this side. And then I need some quotes. Grab this one here that says stay salty, because really that's the way I think everybody in the world should be. They should always be salty, because I just am that kind of, ooh. It just fits perfectly on that turtle. It just fits around him, so I'm going to use that there, and then I'll get this one, the ocean made me salty, and put this on this side. Oops. Don't stick. It's alright. Luscious Labels always comes up. There we go. And then I'll put, I have to use a couple of these little cuties out here because they are adorable and I love them so much. I have to buy some of these ones from Cuddly Turtle because they're gorgeous. Alright, let's go around and check that I have used something from everybody. I haven't used anything from Lily and Lion yet, so I want to say. So I've used Hop to It, I've used Luscious Labels. I want to use something else from Lime and Mortar. I'm going to use a couple of these little shells. I'll leave the whale for another day. Might use one of the little flaggies as a day off. So hold on, where have I got? What have I got? Good thing is I've covered up all of the icky green bits where I accidentally blended last week. Whoops. So I've used those ones. I'm going to use this little flaggy one on Wednesday. because that's going to be one of my days off. And then I'll bring in this one here for Thursday. So I've used 2. There'll be stuff from Sinister. Still have those turtles left over. I'm just going to add in another to-do box from Planner Studio. It's going to go in here. So I'm just going to lift up the pectoral fin of my whale. I love whales. Whales are good. I want to know how close you guys have ever been to a whale. Is it on a boat? Is it in the water? I want to know the story, so you can leave it down below for me. Because I've been close to whales on boats a lot. Lots of whale watching tours because I just love them. But twice I've been in the water with whales. Once in Niue. Traveling, you know, that thing we used to do. Once in Niue where we actually saw them underwater, which was just the most amazing thing. And then also once I've been really close to them and I knew they were there. We were sort of snorkeling and they were like 100 meters away from us. We couldn't quite see them, but we knew they were there. And then when I used to dive out on the ex-HMAS Brisbane, which is off Mooloolaba on the sunny coast. And we were doing a night dive, and it was, the whales must have been close because we couldn't see them obviously because it was dark. But they must have been close because I could actually hear, you could hear the sounds of the whale come through you, and then they bounce off the outside of the ship and go back through you again. So it was like an echo because it was just, they must have been so close. It was amazing, absolutely amazing. All right, last little ones. I'm just going to chuck in a couple of, I need to do, I'm really lazy when it comes to household chores. I'm sure you guys all know that. But I just want to add in a couple of, I need to remind myself to do the laundry because I keep forgetting to do the laundry. And then I don't. We'll just add in a planning one for Sunday. So I do try and do a little bit of planning on Sundays. And then I think that's just about it. I don't want to add any more. Every day's got something on it. I don't like that that's marks there, but I can't do anything about it. I've got a happy mail. I've got a bit of to-do stuff. So I'm just going to put, I do have like hundreds of to-do stickers. I never use them, but oh well. Just need something up there. I'm going to grab one of these little crabs. Like a crab doesn't want to come off. Having him over there. I've got gold on oath. I've got, okay, I just need to put one more of the little, I need to put a Sinister Designs out here because you can only have them on the back here and that's not right. So I'm gonna have this little one sitting on the beach. I'm just gonna put him in on Wednesday. And I'm also gonna grab one of the little hula guys. And just put him in on Saturday night, just because I think I might be going over to one of my friends' places to watch the Essendon game on Saturday night. So that'll remind me that that's on. But I shall leave it at that. I actually really love the way this came out. It's not, oh hold on, one more thing. There we go, now I've got it. It's not perfect, it's not a kit, but it's all using the same theme, and I think that kind of works. I think that's what I like about Oggy Bear. I like that they all kind of do join in together. I haven't gotten another one of them yet, but that doesn't mean that I won't. I actually really like the orange washi in the end. I think that adds the pop that it kind of needed. It would look way too blue and boring if I just did the blue. So yeah, I like the orange, and I like that the Nemo kind of joins in with that. So let me know what you think. Leave it down below, and don't forget to follow me on all of my socials. I'd also, like I said, like to hear how close you've ever been to a whale. Leave that story for me down below or on the socials too. If you did enjoy this one, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hope you guys have an absolutely awesome week, and I'll catch you again in my next video. Sending lots of huggles. Bye!